welcome to the show. I am your host, Suzanne Monk, host of the one and only all live Periscope newscast about Trump Talk US. Welcome to the show, you guys. As we all know, it's been a busy news week. Hillary Clinton's been lying to the media. The media's been trying to smear Donald Trump in any way humanly possible. And all along, Donald Trump has been plowing ahead. Great rallies. There was another rally in Windham, North Carolina today. If you have not seen it, you can check it out on rsbn.tv. They have all of the rallies, live streams, back rallies, stories, articles, a bunch of great links, great Trump information, so you can get, just, go over there and look at it. That's where I get stuff. They also have a YouTube channel, so you can always find what you're looking for as far as rallies and everything are concerned. Because I think the best way to understand the candidate Donald Trump is to watch the rallies. rsbn.tv. Right Side Broadcasting Network. .tv, rsbn.tv. They don't pay me. I just like them, so I send you guys over there. Some interesting stories I decided to look into. We're always talking about. Well, you should have kept it. You're gonna need that for the job that you're going to get once Trump is elected. So, just saying. I wanted to do some research on some Trump stories that were positive things that Trump is doing, because nobody's talking about that. The media is always talking about he's kicking out babies and laughing at Purple Heart veterans. I mean, they're constantly talking about these ridiculous negative stories. And what they're not talking about is some of the positive things. Sorry, I pet the cat before I did the show, and I have a cat here. One of the things let's talk about. Prior to the Jacksonville rally in Florida, Donald Trump sent 400 pizzas to the local law enforcement, all of the different districts. They all got notices that there was huge deliveries of pizzas all across the Jacksonville, Florida Police Department. Media doesn't really report on that, but in fact, Donald Trump gave everybody a pizza lunch, all the police department, in support of the Jacksonville police. So, I'm pretty sure it was local pizza, because Trump doesn't make pizza. And he should pander to the officers. We should all be pandering to our officers. If you see a law enforcement official and you do not bother to say thank you, I don't know what you're doing. I say thank you to every officer I see. You know why I do that? Because I want them to feel safe and rewarded for getting out of their car and stopping the bad guy when the bad guy is coming after me. And in order to do that, I want them to feel that the citizenry appreciates what they're doing. So you know what I do? I let them know I appreciate it. So, back to blue all the way, you guys. Seriously, 100%. Donald Trump recently got out of his motorcade at a recent rally in the line, stopped at the line, talked to people, gave some of the kids money to buy ice cream from the ice cream man. Yeah, pandering to the kids. Whose vote does that get him? Not the kids. They can't vote. He's just being a nice guy. Remember, nice guys, normal human beings, ran for office and tried to lead us. Like now, Trump's running. It's great. So, let's also talk about, I did some research on Paul Nehlen. We all know everyone was all concerned because Donald Trump endorsed Paul Ryan. Oh my God, how could he betray all of us Paul Nehlen supporters? Did you go to Paul Nehlen's site? Did you read what Paul Nehlen said? Brilliant. Paul Nehlen, you are fantastic. This is why I really, really hope you are going to beat Paul Ryan. You have some great, I know, right? You have some great, Hillary does that all the time. It's awesome how she does that. Paul Nehlen, you have some great skills. You have some great things going on for you. They're trying to run some fishy poll numbers on you, but you're doing very well. You're raising money fast. And here, let me tell you the story. So you go on Paul Nehlen's site, you read what Paul Nehlen has said. He is very thankful that Donald Trump, he said Donald Trump is being the leader and creating unity by endorsing Paul Ryan. So Paul Nehlen, Ryan's competitor, is in support of Donald Trump endorsing Paul Ryan. You know what else he really appreciates? He really appreciates Donald Trump mentioning the Paul Nehlen campaign and thanking them in a tweet, because that helped him raise about $250,000. So, yeah. Paul Nehlen, very happy with how things are turning out with Mr. Trump. I'm sure when and if he wins, he will do wonderful in helping Mr. Trump pass his agenda. He is still in full support of Mr. Trump. As I said, Donald Trump is reluctantly endorsing these candidates for party unity, which is very high and growing even higher. Unfortunately, you notice the Democrats don't have all that party unity. So, they also don't have a very good grip on the polls, because as we all have talked about earlier in the week, several polls have been called out and caught weighting the polls for the Democrats. In other words, when they do the polls, they take the number of polls, they reduce the number of Republicans that they count, they leave high or add the number of Democrats. So, this false balancing of Republicans to Democrats in the polls makes it look like Hillary's doing very well when she's not. But in addition to that, she's already losing ground. Reuters today, or this weekend, shows Hillary Clinton's lead and post-convention bump has evaporated to 3 points, which is in the margin of error. And in fact, polls are showing that all across the country, retightening after the Democratic convention. So when you add to that the fact that many of the polls have in fact come out as being tweaked, and I'm not saying this, it's not me saying this, okay? It's Pat Caddell, Democratic strategist, and Hillary Clinton's supporter who's saying this. It's from their own mouth. We know what's happening. The polls are being bent. See, I don't know how you turn into a show and you ask who should I vote here. But see, it's really easy. You can just read. And if you'd like to know why you should vote for Donald Trump, here's in many polls, he's doing very well in all the battleground states. You know, you have to watch what the poll, you have to actually look into the details of the polls. And if you guys do more of that, you'll find the polls it's frustrating though. It's frustrating to watch the polls go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, go down. And they're obviously being, tweaked one way or the other. What's crazy is when they go up and down over one day, like 20 points. That's when you know. And that's because Donald doesn't need to buy the polls. Here's some interesting facts. There's some interesting internet statistics on how well Donald Trump is doing amongst Twitter followers, amongst Facebook views, and particularly amongst live stream. There's in Facebook live stream during the same 30-hour period, Hillary Clinton would get maybe 350,000 views, while Donald Trump would get 150 million views. And Donald Trump got 18,000 shares, and Hillary got 0. So either she's just not making anything entertaining. Yep. 13 Hours, Clinton Cash, Clinton's America, all of these, great. So you should watch them, because you guys can mock Donald Trump all you choose. Everyone loves to mock Donald Trump, call people. But you know what they don't actually watch and find out what his policies are. They don't actually go to donaldjtrump.com. Just read actually what the man says. I mean, you're not going to be, let me just tell you guys, you're not going to be turned into a racist by reading what he says, okay? Because if that was the case, then everyone who had to learn about Hitler and Mein Kampf in school would be killing Jews. That's not happening. So what you can do is you can go to donaldjtrump.com and you can read what the man says. You can see if it's hate for yourself. But I'm pretty sure you don't have the cojones to do that. Which is great. That's fine for you. You know what you could just do here? Let me just make a suggestion to all you guys. What you can do is you can tune in on Monday. Donald Trump will be speaking on Monday in Detroit, Michigan. And he will be at 11:30 a.m. Detroit time. He will be doing an economic speech. A speech on his economic plan, on how he's going to bring back jobs, how he's going to deal with infrastructure, Detroit's a great place to do it, because if anybody needs the economic rebirth, it's Detroit. Detroit is a beautiful, beautiful city, destroyed by too much government, too much liberal policies and too many cronies and hands in the till and all this crap. And Trump is exactly the kind of candidate that needs to go into Detroit and say, look, this is the place this is what we need to fix about America. This is what we mean when let's make America great again. You know what? Let's just start with making Detroit great again. Has anybody thought of that? Oh, Detroit's already great. I challenge every one of you to drive to Detroit. Drive to Detroit and tell me it is great. Because it's not great right now. It's not great. It is no longer great right now because it has been destroyed by big spending, big debt, and all of these progressive big government policies. And until we get somebody in here who's going to renegotiate trade, who is going to protect our jobs for Americans, not foreigners, and who is going to actually understand the tax code in a way that incentivizes work rather than prohibits it and disincentivizes it, till we get that, we're not going to get these jobs back. So, I'm in Illinois. I'm a Chicagoan. Thank you for asking. You know, what's funny is we're in a trade war. You should call China. Ask them. Not only that, we're not only in a trade war, we're in a pseudo war with China because, hey, if you heard, they're building islands upon which to create more land and wage war from. So they're hacking into our servers and stealing information, as well as our intellectual property, and have been doing for quite some time. So as much as you'd love to tell me that Donald Trump is going to start a trade war, Donald Trump is actually going to defend us from the trade war that the Chinese have been waging against us for, I don't know, how long has it been? A lifetime? A decade? A long time. A long time. So, in addition to Trump's economic speech in Detroit on, don't you love when they said, hey Trump guys, don't you love when they said that Russia thing? Hillary Clinton sold a significant percentage, a percentage of the uranium rights of the United States to Russia. And you want to tell me that Donald Trump and Russia are in it together? 20%, thank you. Yeah, some say even more. So it's just, I love that the Russian thing just cracks me up because you guys you are such sweet little media sheep. And that's why I do this show, because the media is giving you a bunch of crap because Hillary Clinton takes Clinton Foundation money. She takes Saudi Arabian money. And you might want to look into who owns some of these news networks and what foreign governments have interest in these news networks. So you might be surprised who's paying for this news. And it's often these same foreign governments that Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation takes money from, who throw gays off of roofs, who stone women for being raped. You know, great people. Totally great people. And you know what? Actually, as somebody mentioned, Trump needs money. No, Trump raised over $82 million last month. Hillary Clinton raised $90 million. Okay. In a recent example, in Pennsylvania, Trump had spent only $4 million to Hillary Clinton's $41 million. So I'm pretty sure the $74 million Donald Trump has in the bank is more than enough to cover his campaign, as well as his many, see, you guys are funny, his many, many assets. He's got a building here he could sell. It's got a name on it. He could sell it now. See, it's like Hillary Clinton saying, I was broke when I left the White House. That's why I stole all this stuff. Remember that? You should vote for her, right? You should vote for people who steal from the White House. Okay. Mike's going to be doing a whole lot of rallies, you guys. Let's talk about this. Mike's going to be in Sioux City, Iowa, 4 p.m. on Monday. Council Bluffs, Iowa, 7 p.m. also on Monday. Tuesday, he's going to be in East Lancaster, Pennsylvania, 3 p.m. He's going to be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at 7 p.m. And on Wednesday, he's going to be in Cambridge, Ohio at 7 p.m. So Mike's working it. And I'm assuming once we get a chance to see Trump's economic schedule, he's going to bring in some more dates. But he has revealed an economic advisor team. And everyone's already getting upset because, oh no, Trump, for some magical reason, didn't hire political insiders to be his economic team. You know who he hired? business people, economists, people who are in the finance industry, not people who are in government or in academia. So everyone's all freaked out because he actually hired a bunch of free market guys. What? Trade war? Where's trade war? Are you still in here, trade war? Are you still in here? Why would Donald Trump, a trade protectionist, as you're saying, an anti-free trade guy, why would he hire a full team of free trade economists? Any reason? No, you know what they're talking about? They're talking about that there aren't any women or people of color or Asians, or it's all these racial demographics. We all know what really makes you good at money and math is what skin color you are and what kind of genitalia you have. So, we actually, people always ask that. Can you support, can you give a real reason as to why I support Donald Trump? Actually, this is episode 73. We've done 73 episodes. And that means there are 73 reasons. I'm actually going to write them down. Once we get to 75, I'm going to write each reason down. You'll be able to go to Trump Talk US on Facebook, look it up. All 75 reasons. Today's reason, though, is really simple. And I've been saving this reason. This is reason number 73 for a reason, because I wanted to make sure that my 72 reasons before this were reasons for Donald Trump. Because everybody says you shouldn't vote you shouldn't vote for a candidate because you're voting against somebody. You should vote for somebody. And I have come up with 72 reasons why I have voted for Donald Trump. Okay? So my Trump reason of the day. Finally, after 72 reasons. Reason number 73. The reason I'm voting for Donald Trump. He is not Hillary Clinton. Yeah. Amongst the other 72 reasons. His economic plan, his healthcare plan, his bringing schools local, his border security, his strength on terror, his ability to have accountability, to come up with jobs ahead of schedule, on time, all of those things. We've gone on and on and on, and on and on and on. He's not Hillary Clinton. He's not the establishment. He hasn't lied before Congress. No one has died because Donald Trump made really crappy decisions in the Middle East. No country has fallen. Libya is not in chaos because of Donald Trump. Syria has not been taken over by ISIS because of Donald Trump. Egypt is not a fraction of its once great historical civilization and nation because of Donald Trump. No, those things happened because of Hillary Rodham Clinton and Obama. Their administration brought all of that chaos in the Middle East. You know who didn't bring it? Donald J. Trump. You know who didn't leave 4 people to die, including an American ambassador in Benghazi? Donald Trump. You know who didn't screw over the Haitians after they had a huge earthquake so she could pay off all her friends? Donald Trump. You know who doesn't have a major foundation, who takes money and pays speech fees and then somehow magically gets benefits and favors from the State Department? Donald Trump. You know who didn't lose 30,000 emails that the FBI was asking for? Donald Trump. You know who Jim Comey didn't have to go on TV and say, you know who lied and misled and gave away classified information? You know they didn't have to do that for? Donald J. Trump. So, Gary Johnson's not going to win. Jill Stein is not going to win. And the only 2 people that have a chance in this race are Hillary Rodham Clinton. Crooked, lying, government selling, favor making. I was broke and now I have hundreds of millions of dollars from selling all these favors. Rodham Clinton, or 1, Donald J. Trump. So, I don't think it's a question at the point. I mean, I have 72 other reasons that are in favor of Donald J. Trump, but I have one really big reason that is I don't want Hillary Clinton. So, I want Hillary Clinton for prison, but not for president. No. So that's my Trump reason of the day. And you guys, I'm going to make a list. We got 2 more days. I'm going to make a list. 75 reasons. All of you haters will be, why do you support Trump? You'll be able to read the list. Hey, Obama has made America the laughing stock. so far, banning Muslims is not against the Constitution. It would be against the Constitution to ban the practice of Islam here. You could not prevent people from practicing Muslim behaviors and religion and faith. That you cannot do. You can keep any group, but you should read the Constitution. There is no rights to anybody coming from out of the country to here that gives you special permission to get here. That we have to pay attention to all these special behaviors to let you in. We don't have to let anybody in. And we can decide on any grounds whatsoever who we let in. You should read the Constitution. It protects Americans. Americans. It's not a document for the whole world. It's a document for America. Sharia law literally is opposed to the Constitution. The tenets in the Constitution literally are defied. Sharia law is in opposition to freedom of speech, freedom of many of these freedoms. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's do, you guys, I have been looking. Let me tell you something. Here's what I want to do. I want you to all go out, and next time you're at a Trump rally, okay, I know you guys are going to Trump rallies. Not you haters. You know, maybe you haters. If you see, maybe you'll help me out. Who knows? You never know who's going to help you and who's going to turn to Trump. I have many liberal friends who I've just worn them down on Facebook. You guys got to keep posting this stuff. Not just the hateful things, but the good things too. Wear them down. I'm at like 15 or 20 Facebook friends I've worn down. So. And they tell you in little secret messages, I'm going to vote Trump. I just wanted you to know. Keep up the good work, you guys. It's very important. Now, I've been trying to find male hotties for hump. I've been trying to find Trump hunks. You know what? Hard to find, you guys. Super, super hard to find. So, we're going to go. I did find a very cute hottie. She's very adorable, very along my Americana. But I want you guys to help me out. If you see hot guys in Trump gear, take a picture. Now, see, guys are going to all across let me just say, do not just Google, dear friends, please, do not just Google Trump hunks, okay? Not because there's a lot of them, but because there's one gentleman whom I'm assuming he's very enthusiastically in support of Trump, but he chose to do so in front of an American flag and almost entirely unclothed except for an American flag Speedo. And no. So just be careful when you're just Googling Trump. But if you see them, like at a rally, if you're like, oh my gosh, you're a really cute guy, just take a picture. Just like, oh, I'm going to take a picture with your friend. I love your shirt. Make up something. I don't care what you guys do. But I need some dudes. So let's do Trump Hottie of the Day. She's got her Brit look there. She's smiling. She's got her Make America Great hat on. Look at the cute. This is a little hair. And, she's really, let's see if I can get a better. Yeah, there we go. She's really cute, smiley, warm, freckle face. She reminds me of a girlfriend I had in college who was just she was just so much fun to take out to do fun in the sun things because she'd just freckle up. So, absolutely fun stuff. All right, so haters, lovers, thanks for tuning in. You can continue the conversation. I do not like anything about Hillary Clinton. I don't like anything about her. I think she's a liar. I think she's a cheat. I think she wears horrible pantsuits. I don't like her. So, sorry. Don't like them. No, they really do. They really do stone women. There's video. It's so funny that you would say there's video of it. So, it's really cute. You think they don't do that, but in fact, yes, they do. They do cut people's heads off. They do burn children. They do rape little girls. Yeah, that all happens. And you just got to open your eyes to the reality, which is why we need to deal with the scourge of Islamic terrorism because it's barbarianism. I mean, you guys are worried about Trump being Hitler. You know what? We have Hitler. It's called ISIS. They're cutting the heads off of people because of religious positions. And you know what? They hate Jews. So really, we haven't changed much. And we're just going to let it happen again. We're going to let it happen again because you people want to tell me they're not throwing gays off buildings and they're not cutting off people's heads and they're not stoning women. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to elect Donald Trump. We're going to actually say the words radical Islamic terror. We're going to understand the difference between Muslims and radical Islamic terrorists. We're not going to pretend like they don't have some religious jihad in their radicalized way against us. We're not going to pretend that anymore. And we're going to actually stop them instead of playing with them so that we can sell a lot of guns to people. Oh, was that in the latest WikiLeaks? Hillary Clinton selling guns to Iran? Did anybody miss that? We'll have to talk about that on Monday. So, you're so cute. You're so cute. You should Google. You know, there's plenty of charts which will show you. Let's see if I can. Here's Christianity. You know, this is little Christianity here. How much terror the Christians are doing. You know, here's the Jews. Jews, very, you know, in there. Okay, radical Islamists. So, search one. Facts are facts. You can argue the facts with me further at Trumpetarian. I might block you if you're. I might block you if you're a jerk. I might block you if you're a jerk. Or you can, of course, send me an email. Hate mail is totally acceptable. I haven't received any death threats this week, so some of you guys are slacking. Clearly, should catch up. You can catch up my old videos. You can check all 72. You know what? If you want to know what reasons, there's 72 reasons. They're here. www.trumptalk.us. That is my YouTube channel. There's also several special editions that'll talk to you about all of the different specific policies. I know you haters don't get those because what you do is actually get your news in little snippets from your Facebook friend feeds. You just kind of scroll and go, oh my God, Trump kicked out a baby and hates veterans because he laughs at their Purple Heart. And then you come on this show and you go, Trump is a racist, and you have no idea what you're talking about. And then we ask you, what are you talking about? And you go, Trump is a racist. And then we demonstrate many, many ways in which Trump is, in fact, the opposite of that. And then you leave because you don't have any other way to keep up your argument when faced with the facts. How many times has that happened, you guys? Like 100 times? It's not. And you should read the Constitution. It's so cute. It's so cute. I have a copy right here. You know what? Send me your address at this address, and I will send you. I will send you a copy, highlighted specifically for the passages that you're looking for that demonstrate that, in fact, no, we can, in fact, we can let we can let no one in. You do realize as the American government, we can shut down all immigration. No one comes into the country. Totally viable and constitutional. So, you can read. It's all for you. It's all written down. Thank heavens the Founding Fathers put it all written down there. And it will all be there. So I'm going to post Trump hotties. I'm going to post the new Trump media bias of the day. And of course, you guys, Monday, you got to catch this economic speech because we're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about with these haters because they all need jobs. Obviously, they got too much time to sit around talking to us, complaining about, I don't know what they complain about. Trump. But we love him. And I'm going to elect him in November. We'll see you on Monday to talk more about it. Have a great day.